Hey Libra, it's Alicia with Twisted Tarot here to do your April 2019 Twin Flame Tarot reading. Thank you everyone for all your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, emails, your personal readings. They've been amazing. I love connecting with you guys. You're amazing for my channel. Your feedback is so important, so thank you so much. I couldn't do this without you, or I could, but it wouldn't be as fulfilling as being able to help people. So that's my main goal for my channel. So thank you so much for that. You guys are awesome. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, and what that means is if you see a traditional tarot card and I say something a little bit different, just keep in mind that I am channeling intuitive messages that come through that may have nothing to do with the traditional tarot, but I have to say what I'm feeling, what I'm hearing, what I'm sensing from that card. So that is part of how I read. So if I say something totally different than the traditional tarot, keep that in mind. That is part of how I read. Let's see what else. The roles can reverse, so it can fully flip. So this video is meant to be your energy, and the second video is your twin's energy. And I break them up into two videos because they are pretty long. But keep in mind, we are talking about twin flames, twin souls. You are one soul, so any information can be intertwined within the reading. It can flip completely, or you can find bits and pieces, just like I said, of yourself and your twin just scattered throughout the reading. So I highly recommend watching both videos. That way you can get all the messages that Spirit wants to give you, and you won't miss anything. Let's see. It is general, yeah, so take what resonates, leave the rest. It may not be your message. If you're finding that messages are not coming up for my channel, the reason could be is that you haven't liked, you haven't shared, you haven't commented, or subscribed, okay? So those are all ways that I pull for the collective. I pull for people that I know for your zodiac sign, but I mainly focus on the collective for when I pull the cards for you. And I focus on who has commented, liked, shared, and subscribed on the channel so that I can pull you in for the collective's energy. What else? Also for February and March, those videos for your sun sign may not resonate for some of you because we were in a very emotional time with Pisces. So if it didn't resonate with you, I highly recommend checking out your moon sign for those for February and March for those videos and watching those because those resonated more with my subscribers. You can do that with the link in the description box below. It is a cafe astrology for your natal chart, and you can put in your information. If you don't have your date or if you don't have your time of birth, that's not a big deal. You can enter in no time, just as long as you have your date of birth in the city and state that you were born in, and it will calculate your natal chart. You can even do a compatibility chart with adding your twin or someone else that you're interested in to see how you guys planets would connect and how you would be in a relationship. So that's really interesting, and it's a wonderful tool. So I highly recommend it. So if you guys can do that, if you don't know what that is, where your planets fall, it's highly relevant, and there's a lot of information that helps you understand a lot about yourself. So also, if you're looking for a personal reading, the link is in the description box as well. I don't do just twin flames. I do everything. I do general, I do love, I do money, job, you name it. If you just want general messages from Spirit, I got you. So the link is down there. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can contact me there or email me at twistedtarot@gmail.com. All right, guys, let's get into your reading. I'm going to chime my chime, and then we will start. I don't know how loud it gets, so you may want to turn the volume down if you're wearing headphones or take them out. So I found that one of my viewers said that it's very calming, but that may not be for everybody. So, all right. Ooh, that was terrible. Let's try again. Okay, beautiful. I like that. That was so nice. It was a nice ding, a nice chime. Just getting that energy out. I like it. It made me feel very calm. All right, Libra, let's see who you could be dealing with for your twin. These are astrological sign cards. Spirit helps me take two. God, this Band-Aid's falling off. I think I just need to take it off. Sorry, I don't mean to be gross, you guys, but I got a little bit of a scrape here. Maybe I just need to change the band-aids out, but it's going to look gross on camera otherwise with the band-aid flopping around. Okay. All right. So these are astrological cards. Spirit helps me take 2 for your twin sign. If your twin sign does not come out, it doesn't mean that this reading can't be for you. Remember, it is a general reading. Any of the signs can pop up in any of the cards, and I can get intuitive messages about certain signs that way as well, and it may have nothing to do with that astrological sign for that card, but they may tell me that as well, so just keep that in mind. All right, Libra, who are you dealing with? Who is your twin? These cards, I'm holding them too tight. Libra. Who's Libra's twin? Libra. Okay, 2 popped right out. Awesome. Okay. We have Taurus or Aries. All right. Okay. All right, and these cards popped out as I was putting the Mystic Moon Oracle deck away, so I feel like they're a message for someone, and it may not relate to all of you out there, but it is for someone out there, so I have to give the message. These 3 cards came out. We have Abandon reversed, Self-Worth, and we have Divine Masculine. Okay, so what I'm feeling like for this is your Divine Masculine is wanting to tell you that they have now gotten some type of self-worth back, or they're working on this. And they may have felt abandoned before, but this is them realizing that they're not abandoned. Maybe by spirit, maybe by you, it doesn't necessarily say, but this is a message for someone. So the Divine Masculine wanted to say this. He wanted to give you this message and say, hey, look, I'm doing better. My self-worth is, I'm working on this, okay? So I don't feel as abandoned before if I did, or I know I'm not alone, okay? I know I'm not alone. I have help. I have divine help. I have your help, etc. And I'm getting my self-worth back. So this is making me feel like a Divine Masculine. So I'm now in my Divine Masculine status. For some of you, somebody needed to hear this. If it is a feminine that is watching, that this makes sense for it, maybe that your Divine Masculine communicated this to you, or you feel like the Divine Masculine side of yourself, because we are feminine and masculine, is starting to balance itself out, and it's getting the self-worth back, okay, and realizing that you're not abandoned, or you haven't abandoned your masculine, okay, and maybe he or she or you, if you're just feeling that that's being balanced out in you, are aware of that, and you're getting your self-worth back. So I just wanted to give that message real quick to whoever that might be for out there. So very beautiful. Okay, mutual energy between you and your twin is the 2 of Wands reversed. Okay, so normally upright, I see this as a card of decisions. I see this as somebody's trying to make a choice between 2 paths, maybe travel involved. For some of you, you may be at a distance from your twin, or you may be thinking of traveling with your twin or to your twin, but this is reversed. So there's a couple different ways to look at this. We could look at this as indecision, but I really see the upright card more of an indecision, but it's very possible trying to decide what path you want to take. So it could be towards your twin, it could be in life, it could be work related, it could have nothing to do. I mean, it's mutual energy, so it could have nothing to do with career, but it could also do with just your twin. It's also possibly, when it's reversed, it can also be somebody's made a decision to go on a specific path and to go in a specific direction. So they've chosen one of these wands and have now decided to pursue that. But for some of you, I feel like it's a block. I feel like it's not sure how to come towards each other or where you need to go on this journey. So take it how it resonates. We'll see how it goes, how the story goes. I clarify all the tarot cards at the end. Interesting. Okay, and it's also a twin flame card. So it's also, 2 of Wands, twin flames. 11 would be the 4 of Wands, which is also another twin flame card in the traditional tarot, or can be considered that depending on the tarot reader. And the 2 of Wands is you and your twin. So you're, that 11 right there. So very beautiful, because 1 and 1, side by side 11. And twins too. So, all right, interesting. Okay, first card we have out of the gate, we have the Unicorn and the Maiden, number 10. We got this in one of the readings recently. I believe it was Scorpio, and it was reversed on this side. So you might be dealing with a Scorpio too. For some of you, just because this came out at the first card for their reading as well. So I would definitely take a look at that if that is who you are dealing with. It talks about communication with unicorn, purification, and undercover action. Now, this is a new deck, so I am going to read from the book here. It is the Wild Wisdom of the Faery Oracle. I'm also using the Earth Wisdom Oracle deck, which will be in the second row here. Let's see what they have to say about this. Number 10 is the end of a cycle, or the beginning, because 1 plus 0 is 1, which is 1 is the beginning, 10 is the end. So you may be at the end of a cycle and beginning a new cycle. The unicorn is a symbol of ancient magic's rising and purification of the earth and the etheric realms taking place. The maiden and the unicorn standing together indicate that you are receiving communications about detoxifying, clearing your environment, following your life path, and being a peaceful activist for change. The doors between worlds for you are growing wider and wider. More and more is coming through for you. Please know that you have a purpose which is in the moment now to help the environment. You are a peaceful being, sensitive, and yet so very strong and powerful. Keep some of your work secret. Do not try to attract attention. The new children who are becoming adults now are aided in their life purpose by the unicorn. It is time to protect and help something precious and threaten to survive. Bless your food and water to ingest healing unicorn energy. So yeah, it's talking about detoxifying your environment, following your life path, and being a peaceful activist for change. So you may be environmentalist, or you may be geared towards something in that area, whether it's a hobby or it's a pastime, or if it's your job related where you're just wanting to become more involved with recycling, eco-friendly things. And it also talks about keeping some of the things that you're doing kind of secret right now, maybe hushed, maybe not giving away all of what you're working on, what projects you're working on. You may have a secret project that you are working on because you work for the government that is eco related, that will just blow people's minds, or you have an idea. I heard that there's some type of bacteria or something, some type of sea creature that eats plastic, and I was like, holy crap, that's amazing. Like, you know, that they could breed more of those for the oceans and work on that for getting rid of some of the crap in our oceans. So that'd be awesome. All right, the next card we have is Divine Connection. It is the number 8. Very beautiful. I believe that's water lily, but I can't, or crocus, something. Let me find out what that one is. I can't remember exactly on the Divine Connection. So wanting more connection with the divine, if that's part water lily, yes, okay. So this book is awesome. It gives plants and flowers and stones and crystals and herbs, etc., of things to use in order to address that card, so whatever it says. So this one says, water lily opens the crown chakra, raises awareness, and encourages enlightenment. So if you want more of that, you can look up water lily. An easy way to just kind of bypass this altogether, you can go on YouTube and look up crown chakra meditation, or Google, whichever you choose. That will help bring in that light, bring in that divine connection for you. It will raise awareness and encourage enlightenment. So that's a process you may be trying to speed up. That's a way to do that. Selenite. Oh yeah, I forgot I have my little selenite. So I have my selenite wand. It supports connection with the divine. So this is almost, this can open chakras. This can channel energies. I've been using this recently for my card readings to get the messages clearer. Instead of looking externally for guidance, which can be open to misinterpretation or put you at the mercy of someone else's agenda, focus on strengthening your own connection with the divine. That is your best, most reliable North Star, the guiding source that you can always follow even through the darkest night. So in order to be guided in this, sometimes, looking outside of ourselves can be, like it said, open for misinterpretation. So it's relying on your internal guidance and on theirs and your connection with spirit. You can get the messages more clear by opening up the crown chakra. That may be something that's blocked for you at this time, or if you want to speed up that process and you want to clear it out completely, maybe it's not fully blocked, you can definitely do a crown chakra meditation. Next card is action, but it's reversed. So some type of action can't be completed or shouldn't be taken at this time. We'll see more. We'll just keep going here because, it's just like a puzzle piece, a little bit of a story. Every card is part of that. King of Wands. Okay, so this person is normally all about action, okay? They are fiery, passionate leaders. They kind of go rushing in, and they may not be all that stable. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It may not be all that stable because, sometimes, especially with Sagittarius, they kind of go running off, at the next shiny thing they see, and consistently are not always reliable. But that's more like the Knight. The King is a little bit more, can be a little bit more stable. So it may be that you may not feel like you can take any action towards this person, or they're having trouble taking action towards you, or they're being told not to take action towards you at this time. So let's see what's going on with this King of Wands here. All right, we'll keep going. All right, twin flame message. I got spooked. So on your side, Libra, you may have gotten spooked with this person, and you may not be taking any action towards them, even though you know that that is your twin. We have Aries here for your twin flame card. And King of Wands can always be an Aries. It doesn't have to be male or female. Again, it is energy. So think about somebody who is, can be impulsive, can be rash, can be excitable, can be adventurous, fiery, a leader of the pack for sure. Especially Aries, we are the leaders of the zodiac. We are the first sign. So, all right, interesting. Let's see where we go from here. We have Silver Sisters, which is the number 9. And it talks about time to take protection from toxic thoughts and energy. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. The reason I say that is because the Silver Sisters talks about 2 women, 2 twins, or doesn't talk about that, but I feel it from the card. Sorry, I should say that. I apologize. They are expressing that, and I've always felt that card as I was pulling here. So, or you could have Gemini in your chart. But let's see what they have to say about this, about these Silver Sisters. Maybe harder to protect yourself from people outside of you that have some negative energy, so please be careful with that. It is time to approach your energy work in a disciplined way each day until it becomes second nature. When learning the lesson of this card, it can be a short step away to feel victimized, harassed, or picked on. Take all necessary measures within the law and the bounds of what you understand to be right to protect yourself, along with moving through an attack without being touched, because you have strong protection and good psychic health supported through practice and discipline. You are sensitive, and because of that, you must trust your instincts and your ability to discern what is truly taking place. Lies and hurtful things are possibly being said. Do not retaliate. Take action on your own self. You will not be hurt when you realize that the weapons of attack have nothing to do with you personally, even if you are being attacked. Even if you're being attacked personally. You are not other people's ideas about you. Do not become their lie by responding as if you are. Clear, ground, balance, and protect yourself. So there may be a protection ritual that you can look up online that can help you with that. Numite is a great psychic protection stone that can help repel this energy. Another really good visualization that I have to think of when it happens to me is specifically called a mirror. I don't know what specifically called it, but I call it like a mirror activity or a mirroring. And I'm sorry, I have to take this call. Hold on. Okay, guys, sorry about that. All right, so yeah, as far as the Silver Sisters is concerned, taking time to protect yourself from toxic thoughts and energy around you. Try not to react. Narcissists love that. They love to pin crazy on their victims. It's a very common way of crazy making, basically, or gaslighting. It's one of the 2 terms that would make sense if you look up, narcissism and things like that. So you may be dealing with people around you that are trying to get your goat. They're trying to get you to react, and they want you not to react. And look, there's this action, so lack of action. So it could be possibly your twin is trying to provoke you. It could be others around you. Could be friends. Could be family that are trying to get you to react. So then they can point it out and go, see, look, she's crazy. Look, she's off her rocker. She's unstable. You could be dealing with legal situations that could come back and haunt you if you do react to this type of energy, even with words, even with anger, even with whatever. I would stay quiet, especially with this, the unicorn and the maiden, where it's like, you know, keep your project secret, keep your, you know, things under wraps, because I feel like the less you say, the less they have to use against you. So please be aware of that. So that's something you might want to take take some baths with Epsom, drink, you know, that can help detoxify your energy. You can do that mirror exercise. It's basically picturing mirrors all around you, and all of the information from the outside world, just let it bounce off of you. That's what the mirrors are there for, and it reflects back to them. And you don't absorb anything in. So you're not absorbing that negative energy. You're not absorbing that information from them and their view of you. Remember, that's their view of you. That's not a real, it's not a real representation of who you are. And so they don't want you to take that in. They want you to protect yourself as much as possible from that. So take that action, guys. All right, next card we have is responsibility. Very beautiful. Number 10 again. Again, you've got number 10. So ending and starting cycles here, okay? So very interesting. Let's see what they say about this. How can you help with responsibility? So comfrey. I'm not sure what comfrey is. Could be this right here with this purple, but I would look it up. It's Comfrey, so there's a glare there. It promotes regeneration, structure, karma clearing, and accepting responsibility. So you may need to clear some karma, accept responsibility for your part, release the rest if you want to be regenerated, and get kind of your structure back here within yourself. I would look it up and see how to use that. I'm not familiar with it, though, or I could give you information that's not something I'm familiar with as far as what it is. Could be a plant, could be an herb, etc. It could be a flower. Citrine, which is a, I believe it's a stone, could be a crystal. I think it's a stone. Like the sun that it resembles, energizes, cleanses, and regenerates. So you could get some citrine. I don't actually have some to show you, but that's something that can help with this as well. It is all too easy and disempowering to blame others, society, or bad luck for our problems. Take back your power, recreate, and reestablish your inner structure by removing what no longer serves or hinders you. Put your own house in order, neat and tidy. Make space to expand in ways that benefit you and the world around you. So doing some spring cleaning, getting your house in order, and also taking your power back by taking responsibility for your life, not playing the victim, even if things seem like, you know, out of your control, or you feel like you are just can't, like every time you get up, you get beat down. It's that responsibility for your actions and yours alone, and standing in your own power and taking that back so that you're not playing the victim within any type of situation. And really, honestly, protecting your thoughts and your energy from toxicity is big, and it's right above that responsibility card. So it all kind of blends together within this row here. And we have awakening. So that will help you awaken. So if you you may not be taking any action because right now you're going within. You're awakening. You're becoming enlightened. When you take personal responsibility for your life, it awakens you in ways that you can self-reflect, and you can look at your part of things and say, okay, here's where I need to do better. And here's where, you know, here's my responsibility. There's their responsibility, you know, and it's almost that like, what do they talk about? Having control over only yourself. Okay. Being able to be responsible for yourself, maybe your children, obviously, and your life, and not allowing that power to go away from you, outside of you, because, sorry, just want to make sure it's still recording. Okay, good. Because then you give your power away to someone else, and really you can't control others, just the way you react to them and your behavior. So I feel like this is a real awakening for you. So you're really awakening to responsibility, to your divine connection here, to your path, obviously, you know, for some of you. And this could be not taking action here, like, or not knowing which direction to take action on, or not being able to take any action yet. But this is like deciding. This could be indecision too, between two paths here for some of you. And then we have the Page of Swords reversed. Okay, so this is some type of inaction. This could be somebody who just a lot of talk, no action. Could be this King of Wands here. Could be spying on you. You could be spying on them. But this could also be harsh words, immaturity, younger air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So another Libra. Could be your energy here that almost like you're not putting up with this bullshit. So it's almost like, even though the King of Wands is like up right here, you are kind of, you're going within and you're kind of learning to discern the communications around you. And this could be also you feeling defensive. For some of you, maybe defensive because you're trying to defend your energy. I feel like a lot of you are trying to defend your energy against others, including your twin. Could be defending against this King of Wands, okay? And for a lot of you, they're not taking action, or you're not taking action. Or somebody's all talk and no action, okay? But you're awakening to this, or you're awakening to, your enlightenment. You're awakening to this twin flame connection. A lot of you are just beautifully going to be ascending eventually. Like the awakening process starts first. So it's very beautiful energy. I really like this. Okay. Twin flame message. I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. So there may have been something screwed up in this connection and you may not know how to fix it, and maybe why you're not taking any action, or somebody's not taking any action. It could be you all talk and no action. Could be a lot of, again, blocking on social media here with the Page of Swords. And if the communication does open up, it could be harsh words. It could be immature behavior that comes out, or you feel like you want to react in that way. So, or you feel like this person brings that out of you, this King of Wands, or that's how they react to you. Yeah. So you're trying to figure out how I think yourself right now, how to protect yourself. It's very big. Far, far away, you have creative dreaming, number 30, number 3. It's creativity. Number of creativity is the number 3. Again, you can look up any of these numbers. They're angel numbers. I kind of shout them out. So you have 1010. So that's really big here. So I would look that up. And any of these ones that stand out to you could be 30 years old. You could be born on the 30th day, something like that. So whatever you feel drawn to. Okay, a tendency to daydream will be with you at this time. And this daydream will allow you to create, receive messages, send messages, and understand far more than you believe at present. Far, far away, others may say you have a lack of focus, that you feel disconnected, allowing yourself to be distracted by ego. This could be it, this lack of focus, this distraction by ego. This could be feeling like you're disconnected, okay, from the divine, from your connection. Easily bored, short attention span, needing physical involvement to learn, too much sitting still, okay. While daydreaming is beautiful and enriching, 'tis important to ground these imagings with endeavor and with craft. Bring in the earth element and surprise everyone with the beauty of your creations. Yeah, so earth, getting grounded, okay, so finding some stones that can ground you. You can look them up. I have some, but I couldn't even express what a lot of them are here. But I would look up stones that ground you. I don't even know what this one is, but things that remind you of the earth, okay, or that are very there's very grounded stones that come from the earth that you can look up that can help with grounding you during this process. You may be feeling like very like daydreamy, like sorry y'all. So you may be feeling very very disconnected from your body because you're daydreaming and you kind of feel like you're floating away, or that your mind is floating away. This could also be not grounding your creativity, like getting started with one project and moving on before that one's done. Kind of getting stuck in the ego here, especially with this Page of Swords reversed and that short attention span as well. Maybe kind of going from one thing without finishing it. This very, also a very, you could be feeling very manic if you're bipolar. So you could be going through that. It's not a judgment. It's just an observation for that card. So they kind of want you to get more grounded. Okay. So, there's a time for daydreaming and it's wonderful. And don't get me wrong, I'm half Pisces, so I totally understand that. energy here. So, but they want you to use that to ground that energy and to get into the creativity where you can make something happen that's more physical, that's not so up here. All right, next card is communication. Yeah, you may be sending a lot of messages. You may be telepathically communicating with your twin here. We have the number 18, which is the number 9, and you have 2 number 9s. So 9 and 9. Yeah, getting very close to ending a cycle with something, okay, and going into a new phase of your life. And this lady is just kind of doing spells. So you may be doing spells to open up communication between you and your twin if you all are blocked or not speaking, okay? You may still be communicating telepathically or in the 5D for some of you. All right, 18 is communication. So we have daffodil. All right, so these are daffodils. Very beautiful. It's like a divine trumpet, creates connection with spirit guides, teachers, and humans, and embraces the ability to hear and speak in the spirit world. So yes, you may be receiving communication from the spirit world, from your spirit guides. This can help open that. Again, it talks about the crown chakra here under the divine connection card. So you can also use angelite or angelite. Not familiar with the stone or crystal. It promotes communication. Communication is key with other humans, perhaps, but more important with your spirit guides and teachers. Practice your listening and speaking skills both in the physical world and in the spiritual realm. So practice good communication skills within the people around you, in your 3D world, and in the other realms, okay? There is much that you need to say and even more that you need to hear to strengthen your relationship to spirit. So yeah, they're trying to communicate with you, but the communication may be, again, blocked. So if you want this to open up more, that angelite or angelite and the daffodil and a crown chakra meditation are all some really good tools to help with that. So if you're needing help with unblocking communication with those around you, or getting to a place where you feel like the communication is healthy, you may even look towards a counselor for some of you to kind of go to talk about what you're feeling, what you're seeing, what you're hearing. Obviously they may think you're crazy because of this type of it's not always accepted by mainstream society. So, choose what you want to express, but they may have ways to help you with communication within a family dynamic. They have cognitive behavioral therapy for families now. So that is something that really helps as well, and for couples. So it's called CBFT. All right, the next thing we have is pause. Okay, so then there may have been a pause in the past for communication, but now it's unpaused, and now communication can flow. Okay, or you'll start to see this happening within your dynamic, within maybe towards your twin flame. Maybe the communication was on pause before, or on hold before, and there was no action, not even communication, not even in that spirit world. So now it may be unpaused. And that may start to flow better, okay? If you have done this work, or just in general, if they do that work, your twin, then you know that that energy is now kind of coming back around and starting to open up and flow better, okay? So you may have felt like there was a pause, but it's now over. So things are moving. Energy is moving forward. And we have the High Priestess reversed. Okay, so you may have been ignoring your intuition here. I always see this as a Piscean card that is also associated with Cancer here as well. So it could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer, or you have that in your chart as well. So what I'm feeling like for some of you is that you may have had your intuition blocked for a while. So this is your third eye, and there may be other chakras associated. I can't think offhand, but I would definitely look that up, but it may be ignoring your intuition about something. I know the Silver Sisters here is somebody may be blocking your ability to connect with your intuition, to connect with the divine, or you feel like there is a block and you're trying to work through that, okay? So this is you not seeing something, not acknowledging some type of inner knowing that they're trying to get you to listen to, okay? And it definitely has to do with communication. So, and the High Priestess is all about the etheric realm, and she doesn't speak a lot here. Okay, she communicates in other ways. So this is learning how to communicate with the spirit world in other ways. This is not, this may be saying like, you may not be taking any action or communicating with this King of Wands here. You may have blocked them. They may have blocked you, whatever. It may just be like this. Now you just keep an eye on each other type of energy. But it's lacking an intuitive knowledge about something. It's this being blocked, okay? So, and she may not be speaking words here, but she may be using her mind to communicate, or they want you to basically use your mind and learn other ways of communication, okay? Other ways to unblock communication. All right, twin flame message, you feel like home to me. Oh yeah, of course. Beautiful. Okay, all right, let's do some clarifying and see what these cards are kind of, what the story is. Why do we have the Two of Wands reversed? I'm really curious about this. Yeah, I feel like there's it may be inaction for some of you, okay, or not realizing what path to take, or not pursuing this King of Wands. All right, so let's see. Why is the Two of Wands here? Why is the Two of Wands reversed? I should have said reversed. Queen of Cups. Okay, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We have that with the High Priestess for Cancer and Pisces. So, so I'm feeling like there's love here. This Queen of Cups is sensitive and loving and kind, and it may be that that's the path that you're considering choosing, or you've made the decision to pursue this Queen of Cups or be this Queen of Cups. So she is empathic, she is loving, she is very similar. This is why I always see Pisces here, because she's very similar to the High Priestess, okay? But so she's empathic, intuitive, kind, sensitive, compassionate. She's loving. She makes a wonderful mother. So definitely one of my favorite cards in the deck, of course, you know, because I'm partial to my signs, but still one of my favorite cards in the deck. Okay, so Queen of Cups, this loving energy and becoming that Queen of Cups. I feel like for a lot of you, you just want to be, in that energy. You just want to be free and flowing and in love and spreading the love or loving people around you. You know, that's beautiful. Okay. All right. So that makes a lot of sense here. Let's see why the King of Wands is here. Why is the King of Wands here? Why is the King of Wands here? Anything flip? No. Okay. Why is the King of Wands here? Why is the King of Wands here? Okay, too many cards. Why is the King of Wands here? Keep flying out. Too many. Okay, why is the King of Wands here? Okay, let's try it this way. Okay. Queen of Swords. Okay, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, so this Queen of Swords, again, I feel like it's a couple here. So we could have the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. It could be basically your energy here with the Queen of Swords. So very decisive, very very knows what she wants, goes after it, cuts through the bullshit. Like she's not one to bullshit around. Very logical individual, uses her mind to kind of discern the situation. So it's almost like it's almost an action card to me, because the Queen of Swords or swords are all about action. So, you know, there's no action here, okay? And again, there may be acknowledgement between the two of you with this King of Swords and this Queen of Swords. You may be acknowledging, you know, that you're a couple, that you maybe want to take some action towards this person. Maybe you don't know how, but, you know, and this is also that energy too. So it could be someone who has air and fire in their chart, okay? That, you know, I feel like it's just, there's a block here, okay? There's some block between the intuition between these two people. So in what you know to be true, okay? Or you're not listening to something within your inner realm that's trying to get your attention about yourself or about this person. or about this relationship, because the Page of Swords is in the middle right here, to kind of be like, okay, well, you know, there's no action here, there's a block here, and it may be because somebody's awakening, and it could be, you know, some words were said, some harsh words, some immature communication. This can also be that ego speaking, or somebody just kind of ego trip, could be happening, and we'll get some more energy on it, kind of get an idea. So, but I feel like you're showing up and you're saying you're mine. Okay, this Queen of Swords is saying, yes, you're mine, to that King of Wands. Like, you're mine, I'm yours. We make a couple, and together we're better. Like, together we're both upright in our energy. Look at us, like, you know. But not being able to take some type of action towards this person, for some of you, or they're not taking action towards you, or you want them to take action towards you, okay? And it could be because you're awakening, and they want, you know, we go into separation from our twins on purpose. It is a planned setup. So when that happens, it's usually to awaken one or the other, or to get some more enlightenment about the connection, about ourselves, etc., about the path, about where we go. And again, this Queen of Cups is here to say, you know, to talk about love, to express love, to express her freedom in love. She freely gives love. It's unconditional, an unconditional love. And that may be the choice that you're trying to make, okay? And it could be between two people. You could see that there is a Queen of Cups involved. There may be a Queen of Cups involved in this situation for some of you that may be kind of hindering the path here. That could be why the inaction here, okay? Or another air sign. Okay. Why is the Page of Swords reversed? And this King of Wands may be older than you, okay? They could be a father. They could be married to this Queen of Swords too. That you could be married to your twin. It's very possible for some of you. I'm not sensing that, but it is very possible because the King of Wands can be a married man. All right, Page of Swords reversed. Why is the Page of Swords reversed? Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. It kind of came sideways, so I'll look at it upright and reverse. So Four of Pentacles over the Page of Swords. I feel like somebody is holding back in this connection. They are still trying to maybe discern a few things, defend themselves against other people, against lower vibrations, against toxic energy and thoughts, etc. So this is why they feel like they have to hold back their action as well, because it's Earth here. So it's grounding yourself here, and because you're awakening. So that's very much what I'm feeling from that card. It could also be that there is a lack of stability within finances that may be holding you back from making this happen, or fully, maybe you realize you need to kind of, maybe you're not sure where to invest right now in yourself or in this connection, or investing in blocking this connection right now. A lot of symbols there. Okay, a lot of signs. A lot of messages. Okay. All right, why is the High Priestess reversed? Page of Swords reversed. Yes, they are connected. Exactly. So, something about the communication between you and this person has broken down, and may not be stable. Four is stability, and it's starting something, but it's small. And it also can be talking about holding back when it is reversed. So because it came kind of sideways, I have to take both. And then this is saying that the High Priestess, you're not listening to your intuition about something, or something is trying to tell you something about this connection, about the communication you can have with this person, that maybe you need to unblock this person and reach out and communicate. Okay, for some of you, that may be why, because you screwed things up and have no way to fix it. You know how to fix it if you can get some clarity on communication, and if you can fully awaken to your responsibility in this connection in order to be like, hey, I messed up, here's how, and I'm sorry. Like, that's just the basis of what I'm feeling for this, is understanding how to make this right. All about communication. Okay. All right. Yeah, so the High Priestess is trying to show you something about yourself, about the way you communicate with others. And if you're trying to protect your energy, that makes sense. But there's something they want you to either unblock or see about this Page of Swords energy. So I feel like about yourself, because I feel like it is something within, maybe it's something, again, maturity wise, that you have to kind of grow a little bit more in order to be mature enough, to be self-reflective enough, in order to communicate with this person. And you have some grounding to do and some protection from toxic thoughts and energy, which may be why you're holding back. It could be why you're holding back in this connection. And they really want you to look at that. They really want you to focus on communication. It's a big, big theme here. Okay. All right, guys, let's look at your fortune. We have Mountain. All right. That's awesome. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. Yeah, you've got some work to do, and it's not going to be easy. You know, mountains, climbing them and navigating them rarely are. However, it is this journey that you're on, okay? It's this journey to face your challenges, your journey to remain cautious, because there are certain people around you not for your highest good, or trying to get you to react in a way that they could easily use against you in a legal matter, or in, you know, just in that crazy making where they're like, look, see, she's out of her mind. Look what she did. Look how she reacted. You know, we provoked her. We meant to provoke her. We tried to do that just so we could show how nuts she is. So you can't listen to anything she says. And they want you to be stoic and graceful and take responsibility, but yet protect yourself from that and do not engage. All right, guys. I hope this made sense. I'm going to go on the other side and see what your twin has to say. So let's get there. If I don't see you on the other side, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for your May videos. Take care.